Today's edition of the Campus Edge is the second to last that we will film here at Butler this semester.
Exactly. I can't wait to be done with all my finals and go home.
Me too. I can't wait for winter break.
Until then, let's crank out another edition of the Campus Edge.
Today's edition of the Campus Edge is the second to last that we will film here at Butler this semester.
Exactly. I can't wait to be done with all my finals and go home.
Me too. I can't wait for winter break.
Until then, let's crank out another edition of the Campus Edge.
We still have one more episode to go before our break, but this edition has some very important information for you.
You're talking about scholarship opportunities, right?
Of course, what better time to bring it up? It's right before winter break, and we all tend to forget things around Christmas time.
You know, I really wish I had gotten some of these scholarships.
Well, you're about to find out how you can, Elijah. Reporter Zach Schwarzenberger interviewed Avery Nelson about the different scholarships that you can get while here at Butler.
Did you know that every semester here at Butler, there are several scholarships that go unclaimed? That's hundreds of dollars that could be helping you pay for college. I'm Zach Schwarzenberger, and today we're going to go over the information that you need to know about getting scholarships at Butler. The first thing you need to know is that there are 5 major types of scholarships here at Butler: academic, activity, access, foundation, and technical. Now I know that sounds like a lot to cover, but that's why we've got Avery Nelson, the scholarship coordinator, here to help.
Academic scholarships are for students who are first-time full-time students to Butler Community College, meaning this is their first institution after they've graduated from high school. Those scholarships are determined by your high school GPA or your ACT or SAT scores. Activity and athletic scholarships are different from academic scholarships and foundation scholarships in that you typically have to apply through the activity of choice or sport to be eligible for those scholarships. Butler Access scholarships are for students who have not been in either high school or college in the last 12 months. And so it's available for what is considered adult students returning to college. Those scholarships you have to apply on a separate application, and typically when you're meeting with an advisor. Foundation scholarships are different from institutional scholarships because those scholarships are established by donors, and our donors set the criteria for those scholarships. Technical scholarships are provided by Butler Community College to encourage students to enroll in the technological fields. Those scholarships are available for students who are in those technical programs. For all the scholarships at Butler, you apply online. Once you have received your Pipeline credentials, then you will log into Pipeline and then click on the Apply for Scholarships button, and that will take you to the online application, and then you complete that application, and that makes you eligible for institutional scholarships as well as foundation scholarships.
Now those may be the only scholarships that we give out here at Butler, but the state of Kansas has other great outlets for you to find them. A good place to look would be the Kansas Board of Regents. The Kansas Board of Regents regularly hands out various scholarships for Kansas residents that are looking to go into nursing, teaching, the National Guard, and so many other things. If you're interested to know more, check out www.kansasregents.org. Scholarships really are a great thing, but don't just take my word for it. Take the word of several other students here at Butler.
I currently have the RTVF scholarship here at Butler Community College. I'm hoping to get more into the radio side than I am with the television side because I like radio more. I believe that I'm going to get more opportunities with this degree with the scholarship here at Butler.
Yes, I have 3 scholarships, one through the Kansas Star Casino, I have a presidential scholarship through Butler, and I also have a mass communications scholarship for radio TV. Those scholarships have helped me mainly for making it so I don't have to pay anything to go here. It's real easy, and All I have to do is take a few classes.
Butler scholarships help students every year, and they can help you too. For more information, visit www.butlercc.edu or visit any of the campuses. This is Zach Schwarzenberger, signing out.
I never knew we had so many scholarships available.
Maybe you can look up some scholarships while you're studying for finals.
I would, but I keep falling asleep while I'm studying. I need some coffee.
Well, the gathering in Wichita has that and much more, Elijah. I went over to Wichita to get the whole story. I'm Campus Edge reporter Emily Jardin, and I'm at Mead's Corner here in Wichita Sunday night at 5 o'clock. There is a group called The Gathering that meets here in the back room that plays some acoustic music and gets fellowship with Christians. Let's check it out. Haha.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Someone who appreciates me.
So the gathering is personally important to me because this worship service back here at Mead's Corner is where I first came when I moved to Wichita. It was called Next at the time. Josh and Brianna, who are still part of our team, they founded that service about 10 years ago now. It's a second option for a lot of people. It's their Sunday evening. They go to church somewhere else and they come here because they can have coffee, and it's a different experience, and it's nice and it's fun. But for others, it really is their church home, and I think that's a growth piece as well. Because at one point in time, I counted that we had representation from every decade except for, we didn't have any teenagers at the time, and we didn't have anyone in their 80s. We had somebody in their 90s, and we still do most of the time. Doing this here at the gathering has really shown me, and I think our community, what it truly means to be welcome to anyone who walks through the door. Then when someone who challenges your comfort level enters into the room, we become less eager to welcome it's tough. And so we've learned that anyone welcome is actually hard work. Despite our best of intentions, our human condition is to put up walls and guard ourselves against newness or something different or what we would identify as strange behavior. And I think as a community, we're starting to get more comfortable. Well, not more comfortable with our discomfort.
It's where I feel the spirit the strongest, and they are the most loving, accepting people I've ever known. And they showed me what being a Christian is. I was a prostitute and an addict. Hey, they have been the most supportive, loving people, like soldiers on the line.
The gathering in itself is pretty neat. It would be nice if there was more of gathering, if you will, around the world. Because I mean, with how small this space is that God, it's pretty closely knit together and family-oriented, pretty much. Because, I mean, I am homeless. I'm not afraid to admit that. And when I'm here, it's like I'm not homeless.
Say, I want to be on TV.
There you go.
They'll at least record you and probably edit you out.
You definitely don't want to miss out on this. With coffee, music, and friends, what else is there? For BCTV Channel 20, I'm Emily Jardin. Want to know about some good eats or how to make some homemade salsa? We'll have stories over both next on the Campus Edge.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Well, Thomas, you've got pre-diabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
One thing that I love to do at this time of year is eat.
You love to eat anytime, Elijah.
Yeah, but I don't know anywhere for some good takeout.
Well, I think that reporters Karen Garza and Marbella Gonzalez have an answer for you in Jackie Chan's Sushi.
Please tell me that they deliver.
Hey guys, this is reporter Karen Garza, and I'm here at Jackie Chan's Sushi Joint, and I have an interview with the owner that you might be interested in. Let's go check it out.
We opened it was on around 2 years, and then we have the old location before, so total 4 years. Yeah, we do family style business. Yep, just me and my daughter and my wife. We serve the food is sushi and tamayaki, and we serve all the appetizers like the oyster, mussel tataki, all the seafood stuff, and we have some, the people they don't eat sushi, they can eat pho, Vietnamese food. Because a lot of people, I saw a lot of people, they out party, they come out eating, and the people, they can work the second shift, they come and eat it. Yeah, and the Bay people, they come out to eat when they get at lunchtime. Because the second shift people, third shift people, they go to lunch. So they have nowhere to open at night. So we try to open at night, help the people come to eat. We after late hour, we have a lot of people coming to eat. Because the people that work late, 10 o'clock, nowhere to open. They can take their family, their wife, kids, come and eat at late night. Because mostly the people work for the second shift. They have no time to take the kids go out eat or why. So they go out eat. They need to look some restaurant that open. Yeah. But a lot of people they don't open the sushi late night in the Wichita, Kansas. So I just try the best I do. I like it. My hobby is I like cooking. I like what to make for everybody eating. But my food, I can eat, customer can eat. If I cannot eat the food, I don't shop for customer eating. That's how I, in my heart, say. All the food I test, okay, I come out. If not okay, I throw it away. I'm not like give a customer eat, no. Anything the food needs to qualify. Because I'm the head chef at the Quan Court. At 13, I worked a long time ago. So, a lot of people, they know Quan Court in the Wichita, Kansas. Yes. So, I have a lot of old customers come and eat. They support us. We're very thank you to them. I'm just here like, I opened 4 years in my life. I'm very happy all my customers coming here. So, I hope so they come again to visit us.
Now you know, if you want sushi delivered to your door or after midnight, Jackie Chan is your place. For Campus Edge, this was Karen Garza.
That looks really good. I might have to try it.
Me too, but what I really want is some Rotel.
Why is that?
For all my parties I'm going to be having over break, it's gonna be lit.
Good news. Reporter Alexis Perry will show us how to make some delicious Rotel in her latest story.
This is Campus Edge reporter Alexis Perry, and today we're going to be making Rotel. So let's get started. I recommend this food to a college student because it's quick and affordable.
I recommend this food because it's yummy.
So as you can see, it's not that hard to make Rotel. This is Campus Edge reporter Alexis Perry signing out.
Have you ever wondered what vaping is all about or where you can go to get some quality antiques? We have just the spots. Be sure to come back to the Campus Edge.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know. Come alive with the forest. The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us.
Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Okay, so we drowned the fire, stirred it, drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
You know what, Elijah? I know exactly what you need.
And what is that?
You're gonna need some antiques to show off how much of a hipster you are at all of your parties.
I'm listening.
Reporters Marbella Gonzalez and Karen Garza have come to your rescue again in their spot on Two Vintage Sisters.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Marbella Gonzalez, and today we've come to talk to one of the owners from Two Vintage Sisters, a local antique shop here in El Dorado. Let's go take a look.
My name is Kenver Wilkinson, and I'm one of the Two Vintage Sisters. We grew up with a mother who had an antique shop. And so we grew up going junking with our mother and her best friend. Because of her health, she had to close her shop, but it was an interest that my sister and I both had. So over the years, we have done the garage sales, the farm sales, the estate auctions, and of course, we all have things that we collect ourselves, but we've just acquired this since late 60s, early 70s. And we always promised our kids we would open up a shop when we retired. And we retired, so we did. We do have some merchandise that's on consignment. We do have some merchandise that people will bring in for us to buy from them. And we will if it's something we don't already have. If we already have it in the shop, we don't. But mainly, we're just working with our own merchandise. Things that we've collected over 40 years. What I like about it is the people. You meet all sorts of interesting people. It's amazing how junkers are kind of their own type of people. And it's interesting to know what they collect. And we get people from Iowa and Ohio and Oklahoma and Colorado, Missouri, Nebraska. So we get a lot of people in from the states surrounding Kansas. And of course, in those areas, there are different merchandise than you would have here in Kansas. So it gives us an idea of what people are collecting other places. But people are the fun part. A lot of people, especially the younger people who have collections, like things that I would refer to as my wedding presents. Things that I still have in my cabinet that I got when I got married. Married in the late 60s is what people are collecting. The Pyrex bowls, Corningware, kitchen type appliances that date back to the 60s and 70s. This building used to be our dad's print shop. He had all the paper and everything up here. This was his office. This was his desk. This was his horrible chair. It's the most uncomfortable chair in the world. And all the print presses were back there. Originally, this was a 3-car garage, and it went to the house to the west. And the gentleman stored hay bales and dynamite. So you know where this is leading. One night the dynamite caught fire, exploded. Back in the 50s, they didn't have foam. And so you can't put water on dynamite. So they had to sit here for, it was almost a week. Somebody from the fire department sat here and just watched the hay bales burn. And of course, you know, when it finally burned enough, they were able to squelch it with water. So in 1952, Dad and his father and his brother built the building. In 1958, the June 10th tornado went through and totally wiped out the building. The north wall fell in, the other 3 walls fell out, and the only thing left standing were the printing presses. So he and his dad and his brother rebuilt it all over again. And so we inherited the building.
If you're still looking ideas for Christmas gifts this holiday season, Two Vintage Sisters is a perfect place. For BCTV 20, I'm Marbella Gonzalez.
That looks perfect for you, Elijah.
I agree, but I don't think I'll look hipster enough for all my fans.
I just can't think of a way to please you.
It's a pretty hard thing to do, but I think reporter Austin Antoldi has me covered on this one.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Austin Antoldi. Today, I'm here at McVapor, a vape shop here in El Dorado. Let's go check it out.
Personally, I've been vaping probably 2.5 years from when I first started out. Started out with the vape pinball. I started out with the disposable kind that you get from the convenience stores and stuff, and realized that was probably going to work for me. So then the first store in Wichita opened up with a little pin device. So I bought that so I could be a little more economic, and it worked out for me. So I've progressed up into the bigger the cloud makers and all that kind of stuff. The store's been open for I think a little over 3 years now. I think we just had our store's been open almost 3 years. McVapors as a whole has been open for a little over 3 years. We opened up this store, I think it's about 6 months after the Derby store opened up. Generally, vaping supply and vaping, like the mods, the pin. We still have some of the pin vape stuff from the early times when everything first started, all the way up to like this 350 watt devices. So we don't generally have a whole lot more than anything that is related to vape. But we got the vape side of things handled pretty good. The juice, we have premiums, and we also have a pretty good list of house juices that we sell. I think the biggest benefit is with vaping, you're generally getting nicotine as far as and that's what most people are after, is the nicotine that's in a cigarette. With cigarettes, you're getting a lot more stuff more things than you can count on as far as the chemicals, the tar. We can't sit here and tell you that vaping's better than cigarettes, but from a personal opinion, personal experience, I feel better since I started vaping. I don't cough. I had a smoker's cough when I smoked. I don't have that anymore.
That just about wraps things up here at the vape shop. For Campus Edge, I'm reporter Austin Antoldi.
That's our last story for this episode, but certainly not the last episode of the semester.
Our last show will include more audience favorites and some stories that didn't get a chance to air earlier.
For all of our fans, you can see this episode again weekdays at 11 a.m. or see previous shows at 6:30 p.m. on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel, Butler Student Media.
This has been
The
Campus Edge.
Oh, no. Loud? Is it too quiet? Answer these questions. We're going to answer all of these questions and more on the Campus Edge. featuring not Kyle.
Okay, we're good.
I believe this is Kyle's edge, and we're just a part of it. You know how it's like Kyle's world, and it revolves around him.
This is the
We're
edge
just
of the
going to
world.
show you some stuff. What is this?
I have no idea. Grimps.
Hey, Zeb, talk!
I am talking right now. I'm currently talking. I'm sitting here next to Elijah. We tried to plan out things, and I feel like I'm overdressed compared to his plaid shirt. But I got a red tie on, so it makes me look fancy, and I went to work this morning, and nobody knew who I was.
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
I'm taller than you.
Do you want Emily to pan over a little bit? It looks like 2 is a little bit far to the right.
Yeah, Emily, can you do a better job, please?
Red light.
Mad respect, Dad.
How many? Wait, no Dad Chad. I don't understand.
I'm not Chad. I'm Elijah. Chad was a character. The teleprompter's nice and backwards right now.
Yes